When I ask you who is the king of the jungle, you definitely say lion. But why? He is not the strongest, he is not the biggest, he is not the tallest. Why? Because of his mindset. When he walks in the jungle, you definitely submit to his dominance. He walks as if he does not care who is in front of him. If fight happens, other animal thinks of surviving, but he thinks of killing the other animal until he dies. I mean, he'll die, but still not forfeit the fight. So that mindset makes him the king. But the same lion, when you see in the circus, you see that he is acting like a dog. He is being submissive. He is following the command of the circus master, and you definitely don't respect that lion. So what actually happens? That the same lion, same physical ability, but totally different um, persona you see. It's because of identity. And today I'll share you a powerful story. And if you understand the story properly and follow the lessons, then I can assure you that you will make the greatest comeback of your life in this year. So stick till the end. So there was a lion named Rafi. So he was a little lion. He born like few months ago. So as he is very little, he don't know how to hunt, but he see his father and his brothers fighting, and his lion instinct is growing. He is now learning how to roar, how to hunt, how to fight, but also he is not in his mature state. One day he was running in the jungle, and suddenly some circus masters just caught him and took him in a cage, and they just put him in a dark room and tortured him physically, and not only physically but also mentally. Like they did not used to feed him properly, and whenever the lion, uh, the Rafi, whenever he was screaming for food, the circus master didn't give him food. But when the lion like sit comfortably, not roaring, then the circus masters would feed him, and they were training him uh, to be submissive. And after a few weeks, the lion learned that if he has to survive in that environment, he has to forfeit his natural instinct and has to follow the command that he was being given. So he forgot his natural instinct of dominance or fighting, and when he grew up to be a mature lion, he was acting like a clown. He was following the commands of the masters, and was also not trying to get out of that area, because whenever he tried to, the masters would beat him, and they conditioned him so badly because the lion was a little small lion. So he was conditioned in a way that whenever the sound of whip, the lion would feel that he would definitely get beaten, and that's when he became submissive. So when few years later, the lion is very bigger, now weight over 200 kgs, but he believed that he cannot get out of this. This is his life. Uh, so he this is called learned helplessness. When you're being miserable, you're having very negative experience and can't seem to get out of it, your brain learns and adapts that this is your reality and you can't change at all. So you stop trying to get out of your zone, and you believe that is your fate. So one day, in that circus, a old lion was brought to just for a temporary time. So the lion Rafi, he never been to jungle as an adult lion, and when he saw the old lion was underestimating him and also insulting him. Then Rafi asked him that, what is it like to be in jungle? Like how can you survive? How do you get food? So the old lion said that, oh, what do you mean? How do I get food? I just be myself. But Rafi was not understanding what the old lion was telling him, because to him getting food is like acting submissive, and then someone will give you the food. And he never um, mm, was fully unleashed his full potential of a lion. So that's why he was not comprehending that how can you survive in the jungle. So the lion, the old lion, told Rafi everything about the jungle, and totally make him understand the feeling of freedom. He Then Rafi started to understand that freedom is more important than thinking about food all the time. So he really wanted to feel the freedom, because the old lion shared this story in a way that Rafi became very motivated to enjoy the life in the jungle. But it was also too late. How can he get out of that zone? He never learned how to hunt, and also circus masters wouldn't allow him to get out outside get outside. So what happened is, the Rafi asked the old lion that how do I get out of this situation. The old lion said, you have two options. You either stay as you are or embrace pain. So then the old lion was taken outside of the circus, and then Rafi thought that, all right, if freedom is what is the most important thing, then I'm okay embracing every pain that comes along the journey. So since that day, the lion stopped complying to the circus master's command, and initially he was not being fed, he was being beaten, but Rafi did not comply with them, and started to resist the urge to follow the command. And then few months later, the circus masters realized that this lion cannot be tamed anymore, so they released him to the jungle. And when Rafi went to the jungle, initially he was having trouble in hunting because he was not experienced. But since um, he started to live in the jungle, his natural instincts totally became unleashed, and he really grew into a proper lion. And very quickly he adapted and learned to hunt properly. And then he started to act like a king, and then he is living the life to his fullest. So he is now regretting that why he was being uh, why he was being a bitch, like staying in the comfort zone. I mean, staying in the jungle, walking like king, total freedom is much more better than staying in that rotten place. But when he was in that place, he did not even know that this enjoyment exists. Anyway, the lessons you can learn from this story. And by the way, this story is not just a story. In This could be your reality also. You could be also the trapped lion in the circus, and you don't even realize it. So the key lessons you have to learn here is, first of all, not naturally broken. Your environment shapes you. The lion was shaped by environment to be submissive, to not be aggressive, to not play his natural instincts. So maybe in your environment, you are you are always told that don't take risks, mm, don't be have big dreams, um, always try to focus on studies, don't learn any other skills. So whatever thing your environment is trapping, so it's not your fault, it's environment fault. So what you have to do is just um, you have to change the environment. The lion became a lion totally after he changed his environment. But how do you change your environment? The most important thing is you just change your news feed. I mean, in your YouTube news feed, I don't know what your news feed is, or if you scroll TikTok at all, but change your news feed. Make your news feed full of productivity, self improvement stuffs. So when your mind is not filled with garbage, then getting out of your mm, environment becomes much more easier. And also you have to um, embrace the pain. The lion initially, he was being beaten, not being fed, but he knew to get freedom he has to uh, embrace the pain. So when you try to change, many pain will come in your journey. You have to withstand, and there will be time when the pain will vanish, but the freedom will be permanent. So you have to embrace your pain. And another thing is, um, just make choice. The most important thing is the making a choice. The lion had two options. He could either stay as he was or try to get out of his comfort zone. So you have two options. You either keep scrolling shorts, keep staying too addicted to your bad habits, or you resist the bad urges, you start to be disciplined. And this path is hard, but in the long term you will be benefited a lot. All right, so that was the key lesson. If you just took the lesson properly and applied, then 2026 will be your year. And when 2027 will come, then you'll look back and think that that was the best choice I have made by following those lessons. And by the way, if you are till the end, if you watch the full video, then I appreciate your patience and your hunger to learn something positive. So I wish you all the best, and I believe that you'll definitely make the best out of this year. And uh, I anyway, I'll see you in another video. Until next time.